Mais non, ça y est, je te dis, je suis une goutte d'eau.
Ça va te passer, non?
Je crois que je l'aime.
Jeanne, a thriving osteopath, has been happily married to David for 8 years, and together they are proud parents to their son, Louis. One evening, Jeanne is not too excited about going to a party with her husband, David, which is being held for his friend, Franck. At the party, she runs into Frank's cousin, Marie, who is a dance instructor. Jeanne and Marie swiftly develop a friendship united by their shared passion for dance, a passion that Jeanne had set aside a decade earlier. As Jeanne and David get ready to head out from the party, Marie asks Jeanne if she'd like to join her dance classes.
C'est un plaisir de te regarder.
C'est mon métier.
Ah ouais, t'es danseuse.
Oui. C'est mon métier.
Jeanne was thrilled at the prospect of returning to dance, but her enthusiasm quickly faded when she realized her old dance attire no longer fit as it once did. Additionally, she struggled to match the pace of her classmates, leaving her feeling discouraged. Marie makes the thoughtful choice to lift Jeanne's spirits by whisking her away to the ocean for a weekend getaway. Accompanied by her little brother, they stroll along the beach, soaking in the sun and laughing before hitting the dance floor for a night of fun.
J'embarque.
Tu m'embarques?
Comme tu veux. T'es belle.
Tu m'as pas.
Later, they settled into a cozy hotel where Jeanne and Marie share a room, creating memories that will surely brighten Jeanne's mood. Jeanne and Marie find themselves restless and unable to sleep. In an attempt to soothe Marie, Jeanne offers her a massage, but the atmosphere shifts when Jeanne starts to feel unexpected attraction. The next morning, still grappling with her emotions from the previous night, Jeanne makes the decision to catch an early train home, allowing Marie and her brother to spend the weekend together. Just before Jeanne boards the train, a moment of connection leads to a kiss between her and Marie.
On va aller se promener aujourd'hui.
Je vais prendre le train.
Ah bon?
Je crois que c'est mieux.
Jeanne is trying to figure out her feelings about her sexual orientation, so she talks to her friend Eloise. She shares that she believes she might be a lesbian and that she has feelings for Marie. Eloise isn't having it and calls the whole thing gross, telling Jeanne to steer clear of Marie. But Jeanne and Marie aren't listening. They keep hanging out. One day after class, when David's not around, Jeanne heads over to Marie's place for dinner. Upon reaching Marie's home, their connection takes a physical turn as they share an intimate moment for the first time. 3 weeks later, Jeanne reconnects with her friend Eloise, who is now a bit more empathetic but still hopes Jeanne will reconsider her ongoing meetings with Marie. David returns home and questions Jeanne about her recent distance. Unable to keep her secret, she writes down, "I'm in love with Marie," and gives it to him. David gets upset, and after a fierce argument, he decides to stay with Franck for a bit. The following morning, Franck talks to Marie and warns her to keep her distance from Jeanne and David. Meanwhile, David meets up with Jeanne and insists that she should stop hanging out with Marie, or else he won't allow her to see her son Louis. Worried about losing her child, Jeanne decides to cut ties with Marie and goes back to David. Without Marie, Jeanne and David's relationship takes a turn for the worse, and they end up arguing all the time. Jeanne feels really sad and gets so down that her son Louis thinks she's not enjoyable to be with anymore. David puts on lingerie at night to tease Jeanne, claiming it's what she desires, and they start arguing again. Jeanne finally decides she's had it, so the next morning she takes Louis to her mom's house. Jeanne talks to her lawyer and then heads to meet Marie. Now that she understands her feelings, she chose to be with Marie, and they stroll along the beach holding hands.
Want more queer content? Then please subscribe and hit the notification bell.